Catholic means universal. Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Chicago is truly universal in the way we care for the poor of our community. Catholic Charities is not just for Catholics. We service anyone in need. Helping people in need since 1917, Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Chicago is one of the largest private, not-for-profit social service agencies in the Midwest. We annually assist more than 1 million persons in Cook and Lake counties without regard to religious, ethnic, or economic background. Our senior administration, listed on this organization chart, shows the 5 service areas: community development and outreach, family, parish, and support services, child, youth, and family services, housing services, and senior services. Monsignor Bolin is the administrator, president, and CEO. John Ryan is the chief of staff. Senior administration also includes numerous senior vice presidents, and directors who oversee the day-to-day operation. As you frequent the office, you may encounter these individuals in the hallways and elevators. Please remember to conduct yourself as a professional in a business office.
Hi, my name is Father Wayne Watts. I'm one of the Associate Administrators of Catholic Charities. I've been working with Catholic Charities for over 10 years. I'm really grateful that you have joined our team. Your presence and your work and your ministry helps us to complete our mission. We try to show respect for life in all its stages, and your work really will help us to do that. Your kindness, your care, your compassion toward the elderly people that you serve will really help us to do what we are called to do. Some people ask, what is the mission of Catholic Charities? I believe the mission of Catholic Charities is to treat all people, no matter what their race is, no matter what their creed is, no matter what their need is, with a great deal of respect and compassion. You can do that with us and for us. Your role, helping the seniors in their home, is an important one. I understand that there are over 800 workers like yourselves who go into the homes and really show compassion and care for the seniors in need. Last year we served over 1 million people. It's incredible. And your work, your ministry, your care, your kindness, your compassion is part of that. So on behalf of Monsignor Boland and all the senior administration, I thank you. I thank you for your willingness to work with us. I thank you for your willingness to share our mission. I thank you for bringing kindness and compassion into the homes of these people who so really need our care. I want you to know that your job is more than a job. It's a vocation. It's really bringing Christ's love and light into the world. It's bringing love and light into the darkness of loneliness. It's bringing joy to people who might not otherwise have it. So know that we are very, very grateful, and we wish you well in your ministry.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann Bebot, and I am the Vice President of Senior Services. And first of all, I'd like to welcome you all to the Home Care Department of Catholic Charities. We are very excited that you've decided to join our home health agency and provide a very valuable service to the thousands of seniors in the Chicago area. We do a lot of different services for seniors in the senior services area. Yours is a very important mission and helps keep our seniors in their homes as long as possible. Some of the other things we do in senior services is we have case managers who go out into the homes of seniors and assess them to find out what kind of services they need and then get them set up for whatever it is they need. We also have 3 adult daycare centers. And these are places where seniors can go during the day to get some socialization. They also get a meal provided to them. And they also do different activities and go on little trips and just do some fun things, again, to keep them busy and active during the day. We also have in some of our sites a transportation program where we will pick seniors up and drive them to doctor's appointments or things that they need. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Catholic Charities does own about 22 different senior buildings, and in each of these senior buildings we do have a service coordinator who, again, works with the seniors in the building and helps them to get whatever services they need to be able to remain in their home as long as possible. We also do elder abuse investigations, unfortunately, but we do find seniors that are in the home and are not being cared for properly. So we do have specially trained workers who go out, investigate, and then help get them the services they need, again, to be able to remain in their homes as independent as possible. Again, we are very excited that you have decided to join our home care department. This, I think, is one of the most important services that we provide here at Catholic Charities for our seniors. And I honestly believe without our home care aides going out each day and helping our seniors, many of them would not be able to remain in their homes. And you play a very important role in fulfilling the mission of Catholic Charities, again, which is to help individuals remain as independent as long as possible in the community. So I again would like to welcome you to Catholic Charities and thank you for choosing to join us and help us with this very important mission of serving seniors.
Welcome to Catholic Home Care. You are training to become a home care aide because you are now employed by an agency committed to improving the quality of life of those in need. The growing numbers of older and chronically ill people has created a demand for home care services. Family members would normally provide this type of care. However, living long distances and other responsibilities interferes with their ability to provide care. Catholic Home Care offers quality, flexible, and professional in-home assistance to the aging and disabled population. Home care aides perform designated tasks such as light housekeeping, meal preparation, shopping and errands, and assistance with personal care. These tasks are referred to as activities of daily living, or ADLs. Our goal is to enable them to maintain their independence in a community setting as opposed to a long-term care facility. As a home care aide, you will often be the individual who spends the most time with a participant. You will be in the best position to note any changes in the participant's condition. This presentation will provide you with the essential elements to deliver outstanding care to the participants of Catholic Home Care. Let's begin. We pride ourselves on professionalism at all levels in the Catholic Home Care Department. Professionalism is how you conduct yourself when you are on the job. It includes your attire, your conversation, and your attitude. It also includes arriving to work on time, following the care plan, cooperatively completing tasks, making important observations, and reporting to your supervisor. Professionalism means participant information is kept confidential. It entails not discussing your personal problems with the participant. It denotes never accepting gifts or monetary compensation. It signifies taking direction or criticism without getting angry and upset, and professionalism is being a positive representative of the agency. When you arrive at the main office, always check in at the front desk in the lobby. The security guard will direct you to the elevator to come up to the 5th floor. Once you exit the elevator, turn left to the south end of the building. Sign in with the receptionist who will assist you. While you are waiting to meet with your supervisor, Feel free to learn about updates within the agency at the kiosk. There is also an information board that scrolls valuable information relating to the home care department. Initially, you will be assigned to serve a participant. Over time, circumstances may change. The participant may relocate, enter a long-term care facility, or pass away. Anytime you need to be assigned to more participants, see a member of the scheduling team. We have a board that lists available participants in all 5 districts. Once you have made your selection, indicate it on the notepad. When someone is available to assist you, you will be assigned to serve additional participants. Paydays are the 15th and 30th of every month unless there are 31 days. Payday will fall on the 31st day. Staff will be available to issue checks. Home care aides are expected to sign for live checks. Our payroll staff processes all data for submission to the main payroll department. In the event there is a discrepancy with your check, notify your immediate supervisor. Your supervisor will direct you to the appropriate staff member to remedy the situation. Along the corridor walls are 2 bulletin boards. One board has information regarding the Home Care Council. This council consists of 2 workers from each district who meet bi-monthly to discuss concerns of HCAs. You will be introduced to the representative from your district during in-service. The Outstanding Home Care Aide Award is presented quarterly to home care aides who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in providing care for their designated participant. In addition to a certificate, the home care aide receives a Visa gift card in the amount of $50. When meeting with your supervisor, the information you report should be pertinent and factual. Your observations in the participant's home will alert the home care staff of possible problems. Your supervisor should be informed immediately of any incidents or occurrences. Such incidents include, but are not limited to, participant falls, participant breaks a bone or injures themselves, participant or family member makes a request that is out of the scope of your practice, participant or family member makes sexual advances. Anything that happens that makes you feel uncomfortable, threatened, or unsafe. You get injured during your shift. Your supervisor needs to know if you are having difficulty clocking in or out, or if you cannot work your scheduled time due to lack of childcare or transportation. Remember to keep the lines of communication open. In the event you are unsure of how to handle a situation and your immediate supervisor is unavailable, speak with any available supervisor. We are here to help you. Communication is a process of exchanging information with others. It is a process of sending and receiving messages. People communicate with signals and symbols, words, pictures, and also communicate by their behavior. Effective communication is a critical part of your job. Home care aides, or HCAs, must communicate with supervisors, participants, and family members. A participant's health depends on how well your observations and concerns are communicated to your supervisor. You will also need to be able to communicate clearly and respectfully in stressful situations. Some family members may need your help in communicating clearly with each other or with the home care staff. After completing training, you will be assigned to a participant. The participant was already notified of your arrival. Please be mindful of the population we serve. As a home care aide serving the frail and elderly, it is imperative you make the participant feel at ease with a stranger's presence in their homes. Your first order of business is proper dress attire. If you are elderly, frail, home alone with limited mobility, poor eyesight, and hard of hearing, would you feel more comfortable with home care aide number 1 or number 2 arriving at your home? Let's pause for a brief discussion. When you arrive at any senior residence or high-rise, always remember to sign in at the security desk. Please cooperate and follow the instructions of the guard at the front desk. The guard will notify the participant of your arrival and then direct you to the participant's apartment. All home care aides must clock in for work through the telephony system. When you arrive at the participant's home, ask to use the phone to clock in. Follow the instructions provided for you during orientation. Dial the number listed, enter your ID number, press pound, press 1, and hang up when you hear call completed. Follow the appropriate instructions when clocking out as well. When completing the Home Visit Report, or HVR, please fill in the participant's full name, your full name, and the district you are assigned to, the month and the year. Circle each individual date you worked and check the tasks completed on that designated day. Please remember to have the participant or authorized representative sign the form at the bottom. In the event the participant is unable to sign, for example, the participant was hospitalized prior to the last day of the month, inform your assigned supervisor immediately. All HVRs must be turned in by the first working day of the following month. For instance, if you work the entire month of April, the HVR should be turned in by the end of the business day on May 2nd. For your convenience, HVRs may be dropped off at the following locations: 5332 Southwestern Avenue, 11255 South Michigan Avenue, 1802 East 71st Street, 3932 West Madison Avenue. The Western and Michigan Avenue locations are open on Sundays. Home care aides are required to fill out a receipt every time a monetary transaction is made on behalf of a participant. Never use a participant's money for your own needs, even if you plan to pay it back. This is considered unethical and not condoned. When shopping, get a receipt for every purchase. Return receipts and change to the participant immediately for that participant every month. Transferring a participant means that you are moving him or her from one place to another. Safety is one of the most important things to consider during transfers. When assisting a participant, ask if they have a weaker side. If so, guide the participant in such a way that the stronger side always moves first. Always wash your hands prior. Explain to the participant the direction in which you are going to move, then begin to assist them. Stand in front of the participant. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart and bend your knees. Place your arm around the participant's torso under the arms. Providing a safe, clean, and orderly environment is an essential part of Catholic home care. Nutrition and meal planning play key roles in making participants feel comfortable and remain in their own homes. Begin each task, especially when handling food, by washing your hands. When necessary, wear gloves. When preparing dishes, test the temperature of the food by putting your hand over the dish to sense the heat. Do not touch the food to test its temperature. If you believe it is too hot, do not blow on it to cool it. Cover it and let it sit for a few minutes. Cut foods and pour liquids as needed. Never treat the participant like a child. This is embarrassing and disrespectful. It is difficult for many participants to accept help. Be as supportive and encouraging as you can. Ask the participant which foods he or she prefers to eat. When storing foods in the refrigerator or freezer, place labels with dates on the containers. Check for outdated or spoiled foods. If it seems necessary to discard the item, always let the participant know before throwing something out. Home care aides, along with all parents, at one point in time have faced babysitting issues. The daycare is closed, the child is sick, etc. In the event you are faced with the dilemma of deciding whether or not to bring your child with you to a participant's home, contact your supervisor immediately. Explain your circumstances and allow the home care staff to make adjustments in your schedule. It is against agency policy and major liability allowing your child to accompany you to a participant's home. This is strongly discouraged. Home care aides are oftentimes the only human contact a participant may have. Participants put their trust in you as the home care aide and Catholic Charities to send an honest, trustworthy representative to their home. Taking any item of any sort from a participant's home without the knowledge or consent is unethical and illegal. During the course of a workday, fatigue sets in on all of us. Although it may seem tempting to take a power nap in between tasks, at no time should you as the home care aide be sleeping on the job. If you feel tired, please excuse yourself for a brief breath of fresh air, take a walk, grab a cup of coffee, or explain to the participant your inability to continue your shift, clock out, and notify your supervisor immediately.
Okay, Miss Lawrence, it's time for me to go today. But I was counting my hours and I actually did an hour past, so I was wondering if we get compensated for that.
Of course, baby. I'll be happy to. I really appreciate you staying over. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got a little something here for you. Is this be okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Under no circumstances should you accept any type of monetary compensation from a participant. In the event you need to work over your scheduled hours, contact your supervisor or any available supervisor prior to making the commitment. Participants are not expected to reimburse you for any services rendered.
No. But he does like her. I don't understand what you're talking about, girl. No. 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 God. I don't understand you. I really don't. Seriously. You're too difficult.